one of you and me in the hallway. We were talking, we were having a discussion. It was the same day that Britt brought the baby in.
Mm-hmm.
Same day, and I looked at the picture and I was like, Greg Feroce. I was like, that's Greg Feroce right there. I look like him. I like the whole nine. I was like, holy fucking shit. Because this time right now, this period in my life is the most distinct version of my father in my mind because I was around Adeline's age when he was 40, 42.
Yeah.
So like whenever I was working with my dad from the time I was like 13. Like 12 is when I started going to work with him. At 13, I was in the summertime. I was working for him almost every day.
Yeah.
15, I am literally a grown man at 15 years old, working 40 plus hours a week for my dad. And then by the time I'm 17, I fucking know everything at the shop, and I should run the shop. I was like, because my dad was a huge prick, similar to me at times. And he was just very overbearing at work. And I was the only one that would be like, hey, like, pump your fucking brakes. Like, we got this. You know what I mean? With organizing kitchens and things like that. So 17, 18 years old, me and him were just fucking butting heads.
Oh, I bet.
But it was around this age of my father, 40, 43, somewhere in there. Because whenever, what was it? So 20 years ago, what's 20 years ago? 2015, or no, 2005. Oh, yeah. So my dad right now is 46 or 66, 67. So he would have been 47. Yeah, dude, 2001. So he was around that 43, 42, 43. That's whenever me and him were just fucking butting heads. So could you imagine?
No.
That one right there,
No.
at Adeline's age, fighting with me at this age.
No.
It would be so aggressive and terrifying.
Oh, my God.
Could you imagine somebody telling me to go fuck myself, another version of me?
Yeah,
That's making my feet sweat right now.
I bet.
My dad and I, the fact that he and I never threw down is kind of amazing. Mm-hmm. Today, like now that I'm going through it with Adeline, like Adeline is such a great kid. Like I can't really complain. And it's way different today. Kids don't party the same. Kids still party. Okay, they do. But they don't party like we used to. There's still some parties like we used to, okay? But there's not as many of them. Like there is definitely not. The young generation doesn't party like we used to. It's more health focused. It's more, it's just way different.
Yeah.
It's so much different. So like, but even going through it, like how am I supposed to get mad at Adeline? As a parent, you want your kid to do a good job in school. You want them to be very respectful in public. You want them to work hard. You want them to do all these things. And that's what you raise your kid to do so. Yeah. But eventually they're going to do some dumb shit. Adeline really doesn't do anything too fucking stupid. Like she'll go to parties and I'm like, hey, like I know that you guys are probably going to be drinking at this party. No, we're not. And I'm like, maybe a little bit. We're not like you used to be. I'm like, so you're telling me at this party with 20 people, there's no alcohol. Well, there's probably going to be alcohol. Okay. I know. Come on. But it's like, it's just making sure, and you got to be honest. Like, I don't want to lie to make the kids lie to me or make them feel uncomfortable. But it's really hard. Like, so like, how as a parent do you get mad? I don't really have anything to get mad at.
No, you can't.
Like, and that's what I mean. Like now every kid's different too. Like, that's what I'm learning. Like, I like, so I can't remember who I was talking to over the weekend. We were talking about kids and like how having multiple kids and like you love them differently.
Yeah.
Like I love my kids differently. Everybody that says I love my kids the same, it's literally impossible because they're not the same people. They're different people. They have different needs. They have different things that are yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're you love them differently. You just do. So it's like, I don't know, because I don't know what Emmy's going to be like when she gets older, and she's different than Adeline, and that one's definitely different than both of them.
It definitely is.
But just going back to my dad and like being a parent, like the only time my dad and I really fucking got into it was at work. Whenever I told him that I was right and he said he was right. Imagine that. I wish there should have been a camera of that, because it would have been like the show with the fucking motorcycle guys. Remember West Coast Choppers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Paul and Paul Sr. Yeah.
There was times whenever my dad and I would get into it in the shop. I fucking told you to do it this way, you stupid motherfucker. Well, I'm doing it my fucking way, and it's going to work too. Is it your fucking money? No. Do it the way I fucking said. You're right, but fuck you. And then because when I was younger, I'd get my feelings hurt and I'd cry or something at like 13, 14, 17, 18. Like after it was over, the guys would look at me and they'd be like, you fucking pissed them off today. Thank you. Good job.
Yeah, ruined it for all of us.
Fuck you guys too. That's what it was. Oh my goodness. At some point you become your mother or your father in some way, shape, or form. You definitely do. But it's good to be back on another podcast.
It is.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the HWMF Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Feroce. Here's my heterosexual life mate, Bob.
Good morning.
And our esteemed colleague, Young.
Yo.
We won't have Ty on today. He is off today from a long weekend at the Arnold.
Yeah.
He took today off. So there is no segment on how we can piss Seth Feroce off.
I mean, we could fester something up, you know? I got a couple emails that we haven't gone over yet. Nope, not yet.
I'm good. No, I think that was fun, that segment. People liked it.
They did like it.
People liked it.
I was reading the comments.
Yeah, they were. It was fun because, I think everybody has an understanding that, there's things that you say just to get a rise out of people, and it's fun. And today, people understand rage bait, but at the same time, that wasn't rage bait. That was just Seth voicing his opinions. And the great thing is, other people have other opinions. And John Jewett reached out, so we're going to see if we can have him on for the Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
Whenever the Pittsburgh occurs, we're going to bring him in, because John's super smart and very accomplished, but he has his philosophies on things.
Yeah.
And this is the great part about it, is he is accomplished in what he does, and his philosophies work because they produce results. However, I have my own argumentative points where I believe that my way would be better than certain aspects. So it's going to be fun to have that discussion, because I rarely have discussions with people. I don't really talk to anybody else, actually. I never have discussions with other people publicly about a subject to get into.
Yeah.
Because it's, I don't know, I just don't talk to anybody. I never go anywhere. Always at work or home. You need to change it. Hayden's laughing like, I've been fucking telling you need to get out of the office.
We're supposed to be traveling.
Doing a good job. But no, I think it was super exciting and fun. So, within, I think it's also like who you are as a person as well, like the way you live your life, and your philosophies have developed from years of your experiences. And John is a very science-based guy, and a lot of other people are science-based guys with a lot of results. I'm the opposite. You know what? No. Let's go back. I do believe in the science. I believe in the science of nutrition. I believe in the science of sleep, recovery.
Yeah.
I believe in that for sure. When it comes to training, that's the only one where I'm like, there's an intangible in there.
Yep, there is.
There is something in there. And I think that it can be said for pretty much any style of training, just because of the fact that I said this yesterday on a live, and I'll say it on here now. I think that a lot of these, not John, okay, we're off the topic of John, just in general, from an overall standpoint of the science-based training aspects of things, I think that we are going to see a shift from the science-based guys in training, and they're going to start to do some bro science-y shit. You're going to see it. You're going to see them start to apply it to their programming. They're going to start talking about it in their videos, and they're going to start talking about a new style of training, or adding this into your workout, or doing this or that. You're going to start to see it, because the science-based training does work, but only so far. Just as certain other philosophies work, but only so far. Why? Because a lot of the people that are training today, that are listening to this, are very beginner and intermediate-esque trainers. So what they're doing is, they've been getting results for a short period of time, a couple years. guaranteed, you do this way of training for a couple years, bro, you could do straight sets volume training. You're going to produce results because you've never done anything.
Yeah.
But what happens? You hit a plateau. A lagging body part begins to come into effect. You begin to understand that your biceps and triceps or your shoulders or your chest doesn't respond to this way of training from this style that you've been doing. You hit a plateau, you hit an obstacle, you hit a roadblock. And it's like, what do you got to do now? Now you got to switch it up a little bit. You got to change up your training style. You're going to start searching the internet for something else. But what happens in people's heads, they can't separate the fact that you can do partials for this exercise with this body part and do it effectively and actually stimulate some more growth to do something for your upper chest. But then it's like, well, then what? Should I do partials for everything? No. Stop fully committing to that style. Just use pieces of it to build your training out for your physique, because we are building a physique. We're building a sculpture of ourselves. So you don't have to stay married to the science of something or to this one way of training. And it's like, that's where it comes in. You should do what works for you. But don't stay so close-minded that just because there's not a study done on partials or 3/4 reps that you completely abandon and say, that's fucking stupid. You can't say that because I've gotten a lot of results from doing it that way. Just as you've gotten results from the science, however, like there's an intangible in training that you can't explain. Like you do a lot of science-based training for your performance. Then all of a sudden come race day, all of your training goes out the fucking window and you should be in such good shape that you can literally redline the entire fucking time and let it all hang out. All of a sudden, now it's heart. Yep. Science, literally the entire time, and then it's heart. Mm-hmm. So if you are not pouring your heart into the training aspect of things pre-meet day, it's not going to, there's always that intangible. And it's like, I don't know, that I feel like this is probably my own personal bias. The reason that I always lean in that bro science-y direction is because of the intangible. And it's also because you're taking out the passion and the love and the experience of it. You're taking out your story. If you just tell me that this is the most perfect way to do this, and this is all you have to do to produce results, it's like, for everybody? So now what makes me special?
Yeah.
What makes it like unique and like mine?
At least from November till right now, my training was completely changed. Really? Because I was the science. I was the science and technique for everything. And it was because I didn't know anything. All I knew was what my coach was telling me to do. And she has a formula. She has a formula that fucking works. It helps from every body type that she works with. It works from an 18-year-old to a 38-year-old. It works for someone that grew up as a swimmer, someone that did not grow up as a swimmer. The formula works for all of us. Yeah. But I think it plateaued. And then it just stopped working. And then the more like, okay, let's throw more volume at it. Okay, so now 20 hours a week. Let's throw more volume at it. Okay, 22 hours a week. Oh, I'm regressing. And it's like, okay, so volume isn't working. Well, let's drop the volume. It's the intensity of the workouts. We'll start out the week, recovery Monday, ease into a Tuesday, a little bit of a spice, eat some Wednesday, and then we build the massive workouts of a weekend, big intensity days. Okay, it's kind of working. It's kind of trending. But I'm still coming in Monday, Tuesday smoked, and I'm not getting the recovery aspects from my training because I'm so beat from the weekend. Well, now I need 2 or 3 adaptation days where you do nothing. You absorb the fitness, then you're recovered, then you come back, and then you can hit volume and intensity.
How do you absorb fitness? What's the science term for absorbing fitness?
I was sick for 5 fucking days, and I needed to get over it, obviously. But the time I used to took, right now, I feel so fucking good, it's insane. Yeah. And this happened 3 or 4 weeks ago. I had a really massive weekend, and I couldn't have recovered. 4 or 5 days of organization trash. And she's like, we're taking 2 full days off. I'm going to come in with a weekend fresh and see how it works. And it fucking, so now, I didn't even call with her because I would be like, hey, every 10 to 12 training day, I need 2 to 3 days off. completely does.
And obviously there is science behind all of that.
Mm-hmm.
There is a method to that madness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as your training progresses, as your body gets older, as you push yourself, like your body's going to change. You're going to need more rest. Like whenever I was training in the fall last year, dude, I was 2 days on, 1 day off. I never did that. I was usually 5 or 6 days on, 1 day off. I need 2 days on and then a day off. I did nothing on that day off. Zero. No cardio, no nothing. Did some stretching and some breathing, and that's it. Like there's no sweats being broken on the day off. That's nuts. I never did that.
Yeah.
But then they're like, well, the science says this. Well, yeah, I get it. But also previously the science said this. Like the science-based training, I understand it, but it's like I hate that it's such a rift because I'm like, do what works for you. Like rather than read every single fucking book or every self-help book or every fucking book possible under the sun, maybe you should just kind of live through it all.
Mm-hmm.
You should kind of like live through and obviously, you know, it's good to read and it's good to watch videos and all that, but experimentation for your own personal self is crucial.
I agree.
And applying yourself to the most that you could do. Like that, like live, like passionate, like full force, all the way in, full dick the motherfucker. Like, I'm not eloquent with my words.
I think to someone you are.
To someone I was watching this thing and someone was
like whenever you're like doing a good job or like you wake up in the morning, I don't wake up in the morning and say like, I am soothing. Let's just do a really good job. I'm not that guy. I'm like, I want to fucking face fuck.
I wake up in a rampage.
I want to fucking get it. Like, I don't know. Like whenever someone's like, yeah, let's face fuck today. They're like, what? Wait, like what? I want to shove my dick so far down the day's fucking face, right down its throat. I want him to fucking, like, you're like, Jesus, dude, that's a bit much.
Aggressive.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I like. I just want, but no, but I think it'll be fun, like to get to have that discussion with people.
Yeah.
Because most of the time when you say bro science, you think complete fucking moron in the gym meathead. It's literally jamming 1,000 mgs of fucking tren a week. And like, he's just complete fucking moron. It's like, there are those guys, but then there's also the super sciencey guys that you're just like, gosh darn it, like, fuck. No, like that's too much science. Like there's got to be a happy medium. And again, I said it on the last podcast, John Meadows.
Yeah.
The world misses John Meadows so much. What an incredible man. Fuck.
Mountain dog.
Dude, he was the guy that was able to blend it all together. Science. I'm fucking science guy. Meanwhile, I'm just some nunnut being like, hey, I'm going to do 405 for as many times as I can. Strip 2 plates off, and it's going to feel light. I'm going to do it as many times as I can. That was like my first concept of it all. And then the set became, you know what? Everybody talks about failure. So I'm going to go as hard as I can on this exercise with as much weight as possible. But I love drop sets because I just like intense shit, because I like heavy weight, but then I also like the volume and the fullness and the roundness and the look. I was like, so if I go heavy and then I use a lighter weight, it's going to feel like there's nothing in my hands.
Yeah.
So that was my first like epiphany of it all. But then the set concept was half the weight, twice the reps. And whenever you did twice the reps, because everybody's like, go to failure. And it's like, well, you'll give up whenever you want to give up if you're a little bit of a pussy.
Yeah.
If I tell you to go to failure, you might give up at 12 reps.
Mm-hmm.
You might give up at 14. But what happens if your target number was 24 and failure was at 12 for you? No. This is where pushing yourself to the partials, the 3/4 reps, the half reps, the quarter reps. And then also maybe even setting it down, waiting 10 seconds for the blood to flow to the area, and then going at it again and just finishing off those 24 reps.
Or if you got a spotter and you're just doing negatives.
That's what I mean. Like there was the literally this overbearing intense set. And it was like, yeah, I'm just going to do these types of sets. And I was like, why? Because I think it's a good idea because it adds intensity and it literally fatigues you to a point of further than you thought you could go.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to meet a number even though it's past your actual failure. That's fun. Yeah. That's cool training. He broke it down and explained the science behind my way of doing things. And I was like, I'm smart.
Should be in a book.
But that's what he did. That's what John did, was be able to take different things and actually apply the science and explain why things would work. That's what it was all about.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. World was a better place with John Meadows in it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, a good friend of mine passed away recently. I talked to you about the other day. We talked about him on this podcast quite a bit because he had a massive impact on me in my life. Ralph Hemphill passed away last week, and Ralph was a guy that I met at York's gym whenever I was 14 years old. And there was a group of people. I always showed up at the gym between 3:30 and 4:30. And there was a group of guys there that like I meshed with even as a young teenager. Ralph Hemphill was one of them. Billy York, Pat York, Billy Bolt, Larry York, PJ Couric, Chris Shear, Joe Trapani. Like there was just this group of guys that always was around the gym at that same time because they worked blue-collar jobs, and that's usually when they ended. They'd start at 6 and end around 3, and it was always there. So they were all there in some capacity anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week, and I'd see them there because I was there every day. And like he was somebody that was just part of that group that had an impact. And then I ended up dating his oldest daughter in high school, and I got to know the guy so much more, and he just always treated me like one of his own kids. And the one characteristic that Ralph had that just sticks out so far in my head, and I tell people about this guy all the time, is that the dude never complained about work. I never heard the guy complain once about work. Not once. He worked swing shifts as a machinist. He'd have to go to sleep at 4 in the afternoon, or he'd have to wake up at midnight, or he'd have to go to bed. Like it'd be a Friday night or a Saturday night, and like he'd be like, "Yep, got to go to bed," or "I got to get ready for work," or he'd leave for work at 11:30 at night, and it's like the dude never said anything negative about work.
Yeah,
it always amazed me because my dad every now and then he'd be like, "Fucking this job and this," like pretty much every normal human being.
mm-hmm.
But Ralph never complained, and it's something that always stuck out. I'm like, man, like, and he always did what was right for his family. Always. Whatever the family needed, whatever his girls needed, whatever his wife needed. And like, just a quality that it'll always stick out in my head. And I wish I had that piece. But the one thing I will say is knowing that man, I'm a better man today having met him than if I didn't. Had a massive impact on me as a human being and as a father, and who he was. Like I watch, his girls' stories. He had 5 grandkids, and literally every single story and everything at the funeral, you just saw pictures and videos of him with them grandkids because he was also a little bit of a ball buster.
Yeah.
So like like I don't know it personally, but I would imagine like he just caused trouble. He'd be the guy like telling him to go steal a cookie, go do this, or getting the grandkids to do something that grandma didn't like or something, like just, always pushing buttons.
Yeah.
Great guy. And it's just absolutely fucking horrendous that he passed away. Passed away of a heart attack at 66 years old, I think. So shit like that's just gut wrenching. But, talking about John and then thinking about this, it's like, don't take any days for granted.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's okay, Davis. With it. Yeah. I've been with Killian over 20 years since I'm 16. So I've been there with Dad for 20 years. I've been 35. His mid-40s to mid-60s. And always worked factory jobs. He was a steel worker when I first was was a chemical operator and a driver. Gas trucks that he worked in Delaware, fucking 6 days a week, always swing shifts, like crazy night works, day works, 10 days on, 2 days off, like crazy shit. Never, ever complained about getting it for work. Never one time. We'd all be over at their house Friday, Saturday nights, ordering pizza, playing games, doing shit. A, B, get ready for work. All right, guys, you have a good night. You got enough money for the night? Got enough? Are you sure? You know what? I'll be in early tomorrow morning. I bring donuts and coffee in the morning. You'll still be here? Fucking just that.
Is to see if you can not bitch or complain about something all day long.
Yep.
At least as long as, how long can you go? How many days can you go? How long? And see how much it affects your life. Because there's times that I get worked up about things, and especially when stress runs high with having all the people and all the businesses and meat season and how intense it is. It's a lot.
You think you need to catch yourself enough times to not complain? You know what I mean? Like, you can think about that, but that's going to missions. But then to actually being able to catch yourself in the moment from even getting it, for it to like start to come out on math. Work is so tough.
All the intensity that I've lived through in my life, and you and yours, and like I don't have problems, just more work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have problems, but it doesn't mean that, it doesn't get the best of you some days.
For sure.
And especially in today's society, just everything always feels so intense. Scroll time, the everything. It's like you get so worked up, and it's like meant to do it. But I think that, I don't know, that'd be unique to find out.
Mm-hmm.
A couple things also stand out. Like growing up, like just, I don't know, reminiscing about old times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck. Don't take life for granted. Yep. I need to start running Ironman. Get my heart rate down. And
Now
that was a joke.
Now we're talking.
That was a
dude.
joke.
Let's fucking go.
No, I'm not doing an Ironman. I do need to get a bike because my fucking ankle and my knee really kills
I found a couple that have some screens and have some YouTubes, so you can.
I need to get a bike.
Yeah.
I have to. Really worried about about the butt cheek, or about the butthole, I guess you could say, or the taint, or whatever the thing applies to.
Yeah, there's really no way around it.
I need to get something. I was doing cardio.
Yeah,
I was
that's
telling
good.
you about it. I'm actually in really good shape.
Specimen.
I don't know about that. I've been doing a lot more cardio, but because I do want to go on another big hunt this year, so I got to get in shape for that. I do want to do another big hunt, but I also would like to compete in high rocks.
I would love to do that as well.
I want to get in shape, and I want to see how I want to get into 205 to 208 pound Seth in shape, but do it in a different way than I did previously. I want to actually, there's a few modifications that I'd like to make, but I want to get into really, really good shape because, I was debating about competing with bodybuilding, but that ship sailed. It's not going to happen. All of the complications that I had between my ankle, my quad, my hand. Had a long discussion with Hannah, some of the things that we have going on in our personal life and then everything that's needed here at work. The way I'm needed here at work from day-to-day operations, there's no way.
No, there's no way.
There's no way. And that's the slamming door, is how I'm needed for the operations side of this business. Yeah. That is very clear. No competing from a bodybuilding standpoint. However, like, just because there's at that level, like me working out and wanting to do high rocks or get in shape to go, hike fucking 13 miles a day through the mountains, that's nothing in comparison to training for an elite level of a bodybuilding show.
Not even close.
Because of the rest, because of the focus, because of the details that need to be paid attention to.
Yep.
And it hurts. It does. It bruises my ego a little bit, but at the same time, I have a ton of tremendous things in my life. SJ with T-ball coming up. Actually, it's going to be coach pitch. The girls with gymnastics. Everything. Adeline going to college, and everything we're doing with the companies and how they're growing and all the cool shit that we're doing. It's just, there is an opportunity for a lot of fucking absolutely incredible things. And, do I personally want to? Yeah, but I don't think that it's at that. It's just not there.
Yeah.
No, it's but I do want to do the high rocks. I think that I want to get into really good fuck you shape, but also be relatively strong with it.
Mm-hmm.
And look like a bodybuilder, because I just love it. I just like looking cool. Like, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that doesn't want to look cool.
No, dude. Like I'm strictly performance based, and I want to look good. I want to look good on the bike.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if I don't look good out there winning, like, I don't want to win. I got to look good coming across the finish line.
I don't think women I don't know if they fully understand how dumb we are when it comes to that.
I don't know. I don't know if they do either. This one that creeps onto my trap, I don't like it.
Hannah, like, she's like, why do you want to shave those off? I'm like, are you fucking with me? Look at these things. Look at them. Look how long the hair gets on there. She's like, I kind of like them. I was like, hold the phone.
You don't like it.
I was like, no, you don't. She's like, I don't like staring at them. I'm like, well, then what do you want?
Yeah, what do you like about it?
Well, whenever we snuggle, she just likes to rub it, and she likes to run her hands through the hair on my back. Like
a dog. Like a pet.
It's a comforting thing for her. And I was like, dude, are you fucking with me? And then I'm like, and I think through it all, and I'm like, oh my God, she does. Because it's on both sides, and she's smaller. So like whenever she hugs me, I'm like a fucking bear, and there the patches are.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Right there. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
Yep. No. Good weekend at the Arnold. We had a ton of fun there.
Yeah,
a ton of people. Everybody came out.
Ton of people.
The Arnold is very big. It's exciting. It's cool. It's fun. Lots of people. Midwest is our type of people. We were at the Gym Reapers booth for a while. People at Gym Reapers are awesome. Fucking dudes are super cool. Rock, the owner, Gabe, they have one hell of a team, but Rock, the owner, saw Shane went over there earlier, like on Friday.
Yeah.
Or he saw him on Thursday, and on Friday they were like, hey, dude, they're like, you guys have to come to the booth. He's like, yeah, we'll stop by. He's like, no. Bring Seth to the booth. Have him stand here for a while. And he's like, what are you, like, why? Like, what? And he's like, dude, there's a lot of acts and Sledge shirts, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, they're fucking everywhere. Whether it was AA or Axe and Sledge, you saw the emblem.
Yeah.
All over the place. And he's like, bring him to the booth. So then I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah. So we end up Saturday. We said we were like, fuck it, let's come over. And it just turned into a fucking shit show. Ton of people, ton of fun. It was awesome. We had a blast with those guys. They're really great guys. Yeah. One dude was like, he's like, you're wearing an AAR shirt at the Gym Reapers booth. I was like,
yes.
Yeah. I'm like, the apparel companies, like they apparel companies. I'm wearing a Gym Reaper shirt today. Like, guess what, dude? It's cool, man. Like, to have friendships with people in the industry is so important. Like, they're really good dudes. They were pumped that we were willing to come over there. We were handing out samples. We gave them a ton of samples. We send them a ton of shit. They send us a ton of shit. It is literally just like, hey, let's do cool shit together. Everything that I've been saying for the past couple of years about just doing cool shit with good people. It didn't fucking matter. We were just there to do something for the fans. Rock literally was like, dude, there's a lot of people here. Bring you in. And it's like, okay, so next year we're probably going to have a booth there, and we'll probably be near the Gym Reapers guy and do something really cool together and fun and interactive and just like make it. The thing that I loved about Rock so much was it was the people. That's what caught his eye. That's why, like, just a good motherfucker, just like we see it. It's what separates people in that instance. And the same goes for Fuad. Like doing bro chat with Fuad. Literally on bro chat, he talks about an Axe and Sledge and AAR drop. We're like, I just saw you did this drop. Like, on the podcast, to the 50,000 people that watched this podcast in the first few days. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, he has a supplement company. We have a supplement company. It's like, yeah, it's just about doing cool shit. He has a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. We're doing coverage for it, and it's literally not even a thought. It's just cool content for the people. We're doing it together. People know who we are. Why not just do cool shit for the fans?
It's the experience for the who does it matter if you're promoting your own shit or someone else's shit? It's for the people.
That's what I mean. And it was, so just to have those friendships and to be able to keep growing, and then just also, dude, the dudes at First Form, Brian Teach, all those guys, like, dude, also fucking great dudes that are like whatever, what can we do? You guys should come out and see us. It's like fucking awesome.
We do need to get out and see those guys.
Yeah, they hit us up a lot. We're just always so fucking busy.
I know.
I mean, it's like I can't use busy as an excuse forever,
I know.
even though, like, I don't know where the fuck I'm fitting things in.
I think everyone knows how busy we are. You miss a day here, you miss a week's worth of either tasks that need accomplished or problems that need fixed or new deadlines that have to be hit. Every single day there is something. Every day.
I am a perfectionist.
Yes.
I'm overbearing. I don't think the people fully understand that about me. Like, because the perception of people outside, like when Fuad and everybody, they're always like, Seth's busy and this. And I'm like, yeah, but then, like, you don't know work, Seth.
No.
You don't know in a meeting, Seth. You don't know inventory meeting, Seth. You don't know finalizing numbers, Seth. You don't know finalizing designs, Seth. That guy is fucking over the top.
He is.
Like very uncomfortable. Like, I don't really want to be in this meeting anymore. But it's in the problem is like I'm not like personally attacking people. I'm attacking the scenario that somebody personally spent a lot of their time and effort doing, and I'm absolutely dismantling it and ripping it apart in every single way. But you know that thing where people talk about, like, hey, as a bodybuilder or a top tier athlete, you need to take all of your energy that you had for bodybuilding and direct it somewhere else. Take all your energy from being a top professional or a D1 athlete, put it into this. Be very careful what you wish for, because that's one crazy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything matters. Every single gram mattered in bodybuilding. It said 200 grams of chicken, not 201, motherfucker. Did I tell you 201? No, I didn't. So why the fuck did you put 201? I said 200. I said 199. There's 200. Can you explain that to me? Jesus. What's wrong with you? You told me to be this guy in this situation. So, and that's just how I am. I'm a perfectionist through and through, and if, but at the same time, you know, there's other people that are. And the only reason that I think like that is because that's my personality, and we're selling to people that are fans of our company that are making it possible for us to do cool shit. So why wouldn't we keep doing cool shit?
Mm-hmm.
So much that happens at a company.
Oh my God.
So fucking much. And only people that like start whenever they start a business and they get into the nitty gritty, like anybody can start a business, but then to be able to sustain a business and have it become successful where you are now financially sound and you're employing people and they're financially sound, that is incredibly difficult to do. Having quality people is the only way you grow. But then in order to grow, you need to challenge those people in order to grow. And that's never easy, because that's where things become personal. And like it stimulates you. And sometimes like it can go the opposite way on you. Because, dude, money, power, and stress does crazy things to people. And if someone gets too stressed out, like an explosion might occur, a regression might occur, anything could happen. So the only way for a company to grow is people. But those people can also become a cancer or completely explode the company and it can fall apart. Fuck, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Very wild.
Yeah.
I find it intriguing, but that's also why I'm like I'm overbearing. I have to be involved in everything to a certain extent. But I don't micromanage people. I only start doing that. Whenever I don't trust you.
That's true. I will agree with that.
If I don't trust you, then I start to fucking dive into your shit and start micromanaging you.
Yep.
Because if you lose my trust, I'm like, I don't think you can do your job. Because you can't, because I just noticed that you can't do your job. You fucked that up and cost us about 10 G's. I gave you the authority. I stopped everything, watching over your shoulder and being up your ass because I thought you were ready. And then you win, completely fuck this project up. Cost us 10 grand, cost us 30 grand. And it's like, now I'm going to micromanage you. No, that's not good.
Yep.
Now you're really going to hate me.
It's bad for everyone.
That's bad for everybody.
Yep.
But I don't think it's like without merit.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah. Business.
Tough.
Start a business, they said.
It's great.
It's awesome.
It'll be great.
I don't know what else I would do, though.
I don't know what I would do.
I am my father's son.
I mean, I'd probably be a coach or something. I'd probably coach.
And you're really good with a bike, like a bike mechanic. Like you'd probably fucking murder as a bike mechanic.
I would love to do that job.
Like you would be everyone would go to Bob for their bike. What should I do? What setup should I use? Can you build me a bike? You'd be building bikes left and right. You'd have every fucking new bike that comes out from every company.
Yep.
They'd send them to you, and then you would build them.
If I didn't own these businesses, I would be world-renowned bike mechanic. I swear to God, people will fly in, they'll come in for fucking bike fitment, they'll come in for the components, well, how do I do this aero setup? How do I have 2 bottles up front and only 1 behind me? Well, I need 1 up front and 1 on the bottom. Oh, I need this chain link because I'm strong here, but I'm going to be climbing in France in September, so I need a smaller cassette in the back. I know it all.
Yes. Built bikes for people already, and you're very good at it. That's one thing that I really do enjoy is like helping out with Ty, and then helping out with people get in shape, because there are a few people that I've helped with like just lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
Like the whole look good, feel good, fuck good concept, like push pull legs and functional training. Like I just made the post. I was like, I'm back in it. Push pull legs in 2 days functional. 1 is just body weight.
Yeah.
1 day will just be 35 minutes to an hour of body weight exercises. Just keep going. Push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, lunges, air squats. Bro, you can get in tremendous fucking shape. Pull-ups, toe to bars. I was just thinking in general, like as that, but whenever like helping people out, like knowing somebody's like, hey, dude, like I feel way better. Like getting them on track with an HRT clinic, straightening out their thing, like, and then, you know, that video I made about locking in, like people get it. And I'm like, I fucking love that. I would love training people.
Yeah.
I would. Just because like the excitement for watching somebody progress, like how excited Ty is. Like all we did was dismantle everything that didn't work for Ty, rip apart his entire day, his personality, his habits, his way of doing things, his philosophy, break it all down, separate it, look at it, and then be like, this is what you should be doing. Look, and let's focus here. We have to be very real with ourselves here. Very real. Your arms fucking blow. They don't just suck, dude. They fucking blow. You want to be a pro bodybuilder, we have to change that. Let's focus on it. Let's look at the training. Let's look at this. What are your habits when it comes to food? What's your sleep habits? What's your guilty pleasures? Like having all that and being very open and honest, because that's what it takes to be a good coach. That's what it takes to get to the next level, to be able to talk to yourself and go through all these things. Because, dude, if you're a night eater, I'm a night eater.
Me too.
I have a problem with night eating. So I know that if I get that under control, all of a sudden other things start to fall in place. It's literally a problem of mine. But it's like some people don't have that problem. Some people, they like alcohol. Some people, once they have 1 chip, they eat the whole bag. Some people are like, dude, I'm a fucking chocoholic. I love cereal. Pop.
Yeah.
Some people can't stay away from diet pops. Like diet pops aren't really anything, but you can't drink 6 a day and expect to perform at a high level. You can't, guys. Like, and these are the things you have to be able to break down someone's entire day, because if you're going for a lifestyle change, look better, feel better, fuck better. Literally, those 3 things. You want to look better. Great. Everybody wants to look better, but you want to feel better. You want to feel better, because then you're able to operate at a higher level and elevate your lifestyle, your life with your family, your kids, your own internal fucking clock in your head freaking you the fuck out about life, and then also fucking better. Who doesn't want to fuck better? That's everything. So if I look better, feel better, fuck better, my life is actually where I would like it to be, and it's work to get there. But like, there's always different You just have to break it down. And I think that most people have a hard time doing so without a coach or without somebody on them, telling them, like, you need to look at this. Are you a night eater? You have to change it, dude. Stop it. Try this. Try that. And it's like there's no, because again, we know what the science states.
Yeah.
The science states you should eat this many meals, this type of balance. You should have a well-balanced diet of carbs, protein, fats. But then there's like, oh, well, I'm fucking carnivore. The extremists start. And it's like, guys, let's pump the brakes.
Yeah.
We get it. But a well-balanced diet full of quality foods that are not processed is always the best place to begin. I like processed shit.
Yeah.
I know that it's bad for me, but I like a diet pop and some pretzels. I love it.
I'm a fan.
I like peanut butter and jelly on a rice cake. I love it on white bread. Love peanut butter and jelly on a white bread. It's horrible. It's like the worst thing you can put it on. But I love it.
Yeah.
Do I eat it all the time? No, but it's a guilty pleasure. But it's like we have to be real with this whenever you want a lifestyle change, because if I just eliminate all those things that I really enjoy, then I become like, oh my God, I'm craving it so much. And they're like, well, work through the cravings. Yes, let's work through the cravings. And you have to somehow convince yourself that it's not good for you or you shouldn't eat it every day. But let's say, like, dude, if I on a Saturday, if I want to eat some pretzels and a diet pop, have some pretzels and eat a diet pop and have a diet pop. It's cool.
Yep.
It's not going to kill me. If I want to drink a glass of wine or two with my steak dinner that I'm having, garlic mashed potatoes, a killer steak with some butter on top of it. Yeah, dude, I'm not a fucking supermodel. I'm not training for the Mr. Olympia. We're changing your lifestyle to look better, feel better, fuck better, and also operate better in life and live this life that is just fucking phenomenal in your own way.
Removing the late night eating and snacks, because like I get so obsessive with it when I strip it away that I'll actually start doing it 10 times worse. So now we just have to make sure the options that are there for you to grab are the right options. Like buying, like I like just little snack foods, like either like a cracker or a peanut butter filled pretzel, or I love sweets, so like just little like cookies, like crispy cookies. You can buy these types of things that are like all organic, all have natural ingredients, they're all grain free or gluten free, or don't have any fucking processed anything in them, and your brain is getting that fixation that it wanted. Like I eat dinner usually every day by 7:30. I'm probably up until 9:30 at the latest. Somewhere in there I want just a little snack. And I have a hard time hitting my protein goals, so like I usually have a scoop of farm fed before I go to bed. Well, I don't want just a shake with farm fed, like I want like a little something. Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah, right, I'll do that, and it's I probably have like another 15 to 20 carbohydrates, my shake, and then that's it. I go to bed.
There's other people and other trainers that are like, if you don't change your habits, you're never going to change. And I'm like, yes, but let's take it slow. The most important thing for me in a lifestyle change is to help these people realize these things, help them make some better decisions, and then let them figure it out on their own. That, hey, if I don't actually eat this at all, I start to look better.
Yes.
And then they're like, hey, I feel better not eating that snack at night. Does it mean that they completely eliminate it forever? No, but they use it sparingly.
Yeah, and then it turned into a few nights a week instead of every night.
It's like by having a coach that's so overbearing or anything. I believe it's like robbing someone of figuring something out on their own. Because it's super exciting for someone to have that self-appreciation for figuring something out and changing their own life. Like, would I have a hand in it? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm the one that's kind of leading you. Yeah. I'm like, I know how I'm going to get you there. I just got to manipulate you a little bit. And I got to get you to think this way, and hopefully you figure it out. Because if you do figure it out, you're going to fucking run. And then all of a sudden your brain sparks and you start asking more questions. You start to think a little bit more, because people are like, if you don't change your lifestyle, you're going to be a fat motherfucker forever. Well, yes, you will be. That's the truth. You're not wrong, buddy. But let's see this type of person's personality. Are they the type of person that needs that treatment right out of the gate? Or is it somebody that's really catching on to the philosophy that you have so that they can kind of figure things out on their own,
Yeah.
because then it's definitely long term.
Right.
It's guaranteed, because they are figuring out how they need to live their life, not me telling them what to do forever, even though it might be better to tell them what to do forever so they'll pay me money forever as a coach. But it's like, I actually want to help somebody do a good job.
Yeah.
But no, the coaching aspect I love. I'm very fascinated with it. Like just helping Ty out and some other people. Like it is something that I really, 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 really enjoy.
It's so cool. Like being at a camp and seeing 25, 30, 50 people, all eyes on her the whole time. And everyone's just like, tell me more, let me absorb more, I need more. It's so cool. And it's like, it's all things that you aren't able to tell people unless you lived it for decades, literally decades of doing it professionally yourself, doing it professionally teaching others, and then doing it professionally teaching as big, massive fucking groups. It's insane.
It's not easy.
It is so difficult. I saw the same fatigue in her at the end of a camp that we get with how we lead our people and how we lead these companies. Like she puts it all into it, every ounce of it. You know, I had a bunch of food left over from a weekend, and I was like, hey, I hate throwing stuff out. Do you want this food? She's like, I have no groceries at the house. She's like, I let everything fucking sit during camp meetings to the team, and I don't know, that level of passion. That's why there's not many great coaches out there. And if you're a great coach, it's because you put your life into it. Yeah. Coach Seth. Might start with Coach Pitch. Who knows?
Or start with Coach Pitch. I'm not coaching kids. I need full grown adults, kids and me. Like dude, no, I can't do it. No way. Maybe if it was like 1970, I could fucking beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, you could get away with it then.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh. One day, coaching will happen. One day, maybe. I don't fucking know. But I don't know. Got anything good over there, Aiden?
I don't know.
How's the house?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's better than an apartment for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That shit sucks.
Yeah, now that you're in a house, you're like, fuck, this is a whole different lifestyle.
Well, it's just like before I moved here, just that feeling of like being able to go like home.
Yeah.
And like the free feeling of like you're in your own place, you have room, you can do what you want, you're not hearing shit, you're fucking just like your own little spot, like
yours.
Yeah.
Yep. Big step.
But responsibilities.
They are there. They are real. Very real.
Just started a cycle too, so
nice.
Fucking go.
I get excited for anyone that says
and
that.
I shaved my body last night too.
Yeah.
See?
I'm fully fucking.
Yep.
I did like woke up like 2 days ago, had a full fucking beard, and I was like, damn. I shaved like my chest and my beard, but then it was time to leave for work, so I left. I had to do the extremities.
Were you half and half?
Yeah, I had to do the extremities last night. I had to do the arms and the legs.
Yeah.
I need to hit
the back, dude. I'm getting like my brother is like 4 years younger than me. He has more back hair than me.
Yeah.
But like I got the fucking.
When I was your age, I still didn't have much facial hair, which is crazy.
Yeah, because you were on. Like, what were you taking when you were 24?
Everything under the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I had no face. I didn't have much. It didn't happen until I started doing like manual labor again as a grown man. Like 26, 27, 28, 29 is whenever. 28, 29 is whenever. Like all of a sudden, I started growing facial hair, which is super weird. But yeah,
I don't know where I'm at yet. Like, I don't know if I want a beard or if I just want to keep it fresh.
I'm gonna shave mine off. Oh, you know what? How do you think this would go over? Hannah would freak out.
She would kill you.
I kind of want to do it just because I want to make her fuck a different guy.
Yeah, it's like a character.
Like, super. Why did I go there?
You might not like that version.
Like, why would I ever? I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Like, really freak her out. Like, just like literally fucking to the skin, like a tight shave with a razor. Like, dude, because she's like she does not like me without facial hair.
Yeah.
However, I'm like, maybe I should go like a solid like 3 months, like a full quarter with no beard.
With no beard.
Like wake up every day like the old man from the 60s, 70s and shave my face. Every day, shave the face.
I could never, ever do
No,
that.
dude, fuck that.
I could never do that.
Old cats do that.
Yeah, I know. There's guys at the fucking pool every morning. Every morning they
shaving.
fucking shave it.
Bro.
Dude, that was a way of life back then. Every morning they would wake up before work, they shave.
What's crazier is like this is at a YMCA that I'm swimming. They've been doing this same routine at the same fucking YMCA for 45 fucking years.
Ever, dude.
Yes.
Before they retired. Crazy. Like they're still doing that. Like it's just their
They have the
routine.
same gym bag. They have the same fucking toiletry bag. They have the same fucking razor. They have the same
what kind of shaving
process.
cream do they use? Do they use Barbasol?
Barbasol, yeah.
No fucking
yeah,
shit.
all of them. All of them. And then you remember Brute?
Yeah.
Like the aftershave?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have fucking Brute aftershave.
They're still doing the same
Oh
shit.
my God, dude.
How
They're all
about
like,
how that? Yeah, I want to do it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
How about that's probably one thing that like I've been using this for fucking 45 years. Meanwhile, it's like, hey, bud, they changed Brute. It ain't the same Brute.
It is not the
It
same.
used to be way better for you back then.
Yeah.
Now it's just fucking plastics and shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the one guy fucking literally clips his nails like right in the middle of the fucking locker room.
Bro.
Like he was doing it today, and I'm like, son, like I literally walked out. I was like, son of a bitch. Like I fucking hate when this guy does it.
That's funny.
And he's like the guy. He's like, you know, the one guy from Goodfellas. Like he says things twice.
Yeah,
What's his-
Tommy 2 times. Or
yeah,
something.
Tommy 2 times.
Yeah.
This is what that guy does. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And I'm like, oh, good. How about you, guy? How about you? How about you? I'm like,
Get the fuck
I
outta
swear
here.
to God, every day, every fucking day.
Characters in life are great.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Isn't it wild how like just like we all have this, but like different routines in life, like you see different characters, like you have multiple parts to your day.
mm-hmm.
Everybody has this, but it's like routine.
Yeah.
Like you're always at the pool. You have a full group of people that know you outside of this building that no one else knows you're friends with these people, or
Yeah.
at least acquaintances.
Yeah.
So when you see him at the grocery store, you're like, hey, Bill, what's up? Or he's like, Bob. And then people are like, what is going on?
Yeah.
here?
Who is that? How do you know him?
I know him from the pool.
Yep.
We talk in the locker room
There-
every morning.
There's 10 people I talk to every day that I'm at the pool. 10 different people. Between the front desk lady, the 1 or 2 lifeguards, whoever I'm swimming next to in the pool, and then at least 4 encounters in the locker room. At least 4. Yep. One bigger guy, his name's Mike. He just started swimming there. He's doing a triathlon in the fall.
It's just, and other people have that, like the dude that goes to the one gas station every morning or anything. It's like just the routines. I ever since I was a young boy, I found it fascinating with the number of people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would ask my mom this question when I was young, and she'd say, I don't know. Like, what is everyone thinking? Like, whenever they'd be driving in a car, we'd be in traffic somewhere. And I'm like wondering, man, there's a lot of people here. Do all these people think like I do?
Yeah.
Where are these people going? What are you thinking? Like you'd see them.
I think that same shit, dude.
And I'm as a young boy, I've always wondered, I'm like, there is a ton of people here right now. And these people are like me, but they're not like me. Do they think like me? Are they thinking that I'm thinking what they're thinking? Like that whole weird,
Mhm.
funny thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, in the same thing, like throughout the day, you see all these different people and you're wondering, what are they thinking? What are they going through in life? What stressors do they have? Where are they going? What are they doing? What'd you have for lunch? I don't know. Or I just find it fascinating. That's that, like, I don't know.
I think the same things though.
Because everybody has shit going on in their life. You know what I mean? Like whenever I'm driving, like I said, like whenever I drive, like I forget, I don't even realize like I drove in to work some days or I went home. Like I was just kind of blanked out. I had on some type of song or something and I'm just like, ooh, I need this time right now. Whereas before I was like, I'll get there as fast as I can. It's creeping me out. But so whenever you see me driving, you're like, is Seth in the zone? What's he thinking?
I'm in this weird Bob Dylan zone right now
From the
too.
movie?
Dude, I'm fully engulfed in this fucking guy right now. Like
Mr. Tambourine Man.
Yeah, I fucking love that song.
It's always been a great song.
I don't know what it is. Like it's like trance music in a way. Like just like I don't give a fuck about anything but what I'm listening to right now.
I was thinking ever since you said that, because like the music, like how you said you like music documentaries or movies.
I love music movies.
So then I actually caught, my parents love live music. Like growing up, Elton John, Billy Joel, Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Tom Petty. My parents have probably been to fucking 10 Tom Petty concerts. Easy. Like they would, all the old school rockers, and dude, growing up in a wood shop, all we did was listen to classic rock. So I listened to all that music. Dude, there was and then you mentioned it, and I was scrolling through, doing some cardio, an Elton John reel came up of him whenever he was talking about Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude's sitting at a piano with like fucking crinkled up papers and just talking about how he's like, oh, I wrote this song. He's like, really cool. I wrote this song about such and such's girlfriend. He wrote Tiny Dancer about another man's girlfriend. Is like, I think it was his lyricist, but he wrote the song in dedication to her. And like all of a sudden he just starts like rocking out and talking about the song while he's rocking out. He's singing the song and playing it and then telling the story to people while he's doing it. Yeah, so I was thinking of this. This is where this would happen. I'm like, bro, your head is working at a crazy rate, like musical geniuses. What? It fucking blows my mind because I have zero of that.
I think that's why I love those style movies, because you get that glimpse of like where the thought process was, where was the inspiration. And then like watching this Bob Dylan movie, dude, this was before humans knew how to write fucking music and put it together into like a melody and have like an actual song. That's why like the original folk music of like the late 50s, early 60s, like the rhyming is so basic because like that's all people knew how to do. Oh, like a basic rhyme that you could sing along with in the crowd. And then it would slowly get more elaborate and they'd start rhyming like kind of off canter. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, this is that simple because that's all they knew how to fucking do. And we think, oh, the 60s, it's not that long ago. Well, realistically, it's not. But music hasn't really.
Where music has come since the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Oh my God.
Wild. Wild. Yeah, and then all of it. I find it fascinating because I don't have any. I have zero musical gifts to me, like at all. But meanwhile, music is so influential in any aspect of anything.
Yeah.
Whether you're, depending on the mood that you're in, a fucking tune will completely change a training session.
Oh my God. For the better or the worse.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, so if in any type of training, powerlifting, strongman, Ironman, endurance running, bodybuilding, fucking any type of training, swimming in a pool, playing basketball, running a football, like it literally changes a reel, a montage, anything. So crazy. And then for these people to, so you wonder why like musical people are so like kind of fucking different and weird and funny. Like my mind doesn't work like that. And there's so few that work like that. It's like, you don't really, how do you understand these people? Because it is so influential. Like it's literally a different like touch.
Oh,
a different gift.
There's a song I used to listen to in high school. I haven't heard it in fucking forever. And it came on one of Kim is like the queen of playlists. She just, I don't know how the fuck she finds them, or it builds itself around what she listens to, but it came on while we were training and I'm like a whole new me came over me.
Yeah.
And like heart rate dropped, performance went up, like tunnel vision was in, and I'm like emotion started pouring out. Like I started tearing up. I'm like, hey, like what is that? Where was that?
This is that thing they talk about long times ago about like electrical signals, different wavelengths being to affect us differently as human beings. That's that creepy shit from thousands of years ago that like they don't like, no, I don't know, there's not enough talk about it, But like whenever that happens, you listen to something and it does something to you.
It's breakthrough moments.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
How creepy is that? It could be just like, I don't know how to
and
explain
and
it.
I don't even know if it's the song. It might have been from the time period. Like it tapped into the time period of my life when I would have been listening to that.
They say,
And it was just a good time for me. Like, I don't know.
They say that certain songs from these super uber popular pop things have a certain fucking, I don't know how to say it, just for lack of better terms.
Yeah.
That are a way to get your mind to not forget it, for it to just stick in your head and not ever leave. So that way when it comes on, you feel a certain thing from it. Like there is quote unquote science behind it that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
I just find it fascinating, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's actual, like there is data showing that. So like whenever there's these certain tunes, but then like whenever you say, like you just said, there's all of a sudden this came on and it did something to me where my heart rate lowered and my performance went up. Like what was it that did that? I don't know, but there is something there.
It's literally a different state, because as soon as it was done, my heart rate shot through the fucking roof. The effort went through the roof. I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore.
This is that weird crystal bullshit about them fucking tuning forks next to your ear. They say, this will do this to you. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. But there is like harmonic wavelengths that like your body operates on, because we are conductors of electricity. So that's where you guys are fucking weird. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I should stop eating so many pretzels and Diet Pops. It's crazy.
It's a thing. It's weird.
I love it. Oh, yeah. Got a bunch of cool shit coming out.
Yep, some pretty cool stuff.
People like breakfast stuff.
They fucking love it.
I love breakfast stuff.
I do too.
I don't like pancakes, waffles, or French. French toast is my favorite of the three. Okay? But I never eat them. Okay? Don't. I like bacon, eggs, cheese.
Yeah.
Those three together on any type of bread or just on my plate, game on. I fucking love it. I think I could eat that any time of the day and be happy. Like a fucking 5-egg bacon and cheese omelet with a little bit of ketchup. I'm happy. You give me that, I'm pumped. But whenever I posted the French toast sticks way more, I have not been inundated with DMs about a protein like that ever. People fucking love breakfast stuff.
Love breakfast stuff.
This is better than the Elf collaboration with maple syrup on pancakes.
Shit's on it.
Yes, it's better.
Yeah.
Adeline is like best protein you guys ever did.
It's because it's literally a loaded profile of flavor.
And it's with way more, so the consistency's different.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal. People love breakfast shit. I was shocked. I knew it was going to be a banger, but people were like, I can't wait. So I like it. I think that it's going to be a heavy hitter for a lot of people, just because it's something that people have been. We only did Elf twice. You know what I mean? So people want something like this. Excited.
Great for those protein pancakes, the whey drips.
Yeah,
everything.
Adeline's she's a 17-year-old teenager. She's very honest about everything. She loves it. She said a couple of our products weren't good before, so yeah, I'm kind of a bitch, but it's expected. I guess that's what it is.
Does she say it like nonchalantly too? Like,
oh yeah,
I didn't really like that.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Oh, you didn't just feel like lying to me, making me feel good about my work and life and what puts food on your fucking table? No? Okay, fuck you.
She's like, would you say that to me? And you're like, no.
But then we have white cherry. A lot of people were asking, what's white cherry? Why not black cherry?
Why not white cherry?
You racist cocksuckers. White cherry, black cherry. I don't see color.
No, that's why I made the word white black.
Yeah, they're caring about it.
No.
It was funny seeing that, because you even said there's people in there. They're like, hey, what? They're wondering what white cherry is and why did we do black cherry? White cherry and black cherry are not the same.
They are not the same.
This is. I think this is going to be a big hitter.
It's such a refreshing flavor. It's very like old school, like Powerade. Like
yeah.
the white cherry
Yeah,
Powerade.
Yeah.
That's where my inspo came for the H2 label. Like this like sports drink, kind of cracked, frosted.
I think that's
look.
one of the coolest labels we've done.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
Cool.
Tactile. Yep.
I'm not as involved in the labels as much as I used to be. Like at an early stage, I should say. I pick it apart after you make them.
You do, yeah.
But not in the beginning stages. But it is cool because this is launching next week along with our custom Helix.
How cool are those fucking things?
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I got a lot of DMs.
Saw
about that.
Addie fucking
Yeah,
snagged
so
yours
this morning
already.
I was making.
I was like,
I made
day
her,
one,
I made her a
dude.
shake. I made her a shake. Like she's like, "Hey, can you make me a shake?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I make her a chocolate peanut butter and banana shake in the blender, and then I was like, "Grab a cup. Grab what cup you want." She literally set down the shake. I'm like, "You fucking asshole." It was funny. But then after that, we have other flavors dropping. We have a fucking farm-fed flavor coming in April that is, I think it's mine. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's my favorite flavor we've ever done.
Yeah.
I am so excited about it. Like, I've been wanting to do this flavor for like 2 years.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's an industry first, for sure.
I think it's something that I think it's going to be hit or miss for people, but the people that it hits are going to fucking love it. I love it. It's my shit. So that'll be fun. And then maybe we got something else that's fun that's going to be coming up too for some pre-workouts. Maybe a couple different pre-workouts.
Maybe.
Ton of fun. We got a ton of cool shit planned. It's so exciting. And hence why we're so busy and intense and over the top and so many things are happening and everybody don't fuck up. Fuck up. Aiden's like, yes, I know I have a lot of fucking content to do. We actually need content from you today, Seth. I can't because I got to leave here shortly.
He's like, son of a bitch, I was about to ask you what we were doing right after
I'll be
this.
back at 2:30. But no, it's been great. Everybody, I can't thank you enough for all the support. We are working very hard for a ton of cool shit. I will say that our goal is to just do as much cool shit for you to make your life better and have more fun. The pump cover drop that we just had in February for All American Roughneck was wild. We sold out of things very quick. The End of the Dust tee, I didn't think it was going to sell out that quick. I knew it was going to be a hitter, but holy fuck. The pump covers, the old school fucking material, the look. I saw a ton of people at the Arnold with it. It's so fucking cool. We're so excited to do so much more cool shit. It's a work in progress. We're growing as a company, and it's very humbling because everything that we're doing is working, and it's because of you guys enjoying it as well. So that being said, keep doing a good job. It's the weekend. Lay one on her, let her know you love her, and have a beautiful motherfucking day.
See ya.